Go ahead.
And I think we're live. So by the way, Alex, thanks for stopping in with us.
Thank you
Say
for having me.
hi real quick to the people that are in here so far. Looks like we've got E-Rock, Ellie Orchard,
Oh,
hi,
Ellie. How are you, Ellie?
Dan B,
Dan B.
Aldemir.
Aldemir. I can't see anybody, so thank you
Oh,
for
you
doing
can't?
that. No, yeah, I'm just using my phone and I can't see who's in.
Yep. And we've got Gary Piner. So I'm glad you
Hey,
came
Gary.
on. I try and get people on after I review their stuff. We would talk. I think this is the first time. Yeah, the first time we've met. We've
Absolutely, yeah.
chatted a little bit on Instagram. We've got Kevin from. And by the way, I'm not trying to interrupt you. From time to time, I'll just say hello to
No,
people.
no, no, it's okay.
Hey, Ryan. So
Ryan.
Alex, Voodoo Menscraft. I think we were just talking about it. They started in. Did you say 2018?
2019. So, yeah, so the company was founded by Jeremy. He started the company December 2nd, 2019. And, he being a college student, he was doing what they call dropship, which is, a lab will do your products and then we'll ship them, from Utah, I believe. So that's how he started the company because he just didn't have any time to do everything at home. He was, I think he was a roommate with other people in the dorm, I guess, and he didn't have the room per se to have everything that is required, to have your lab, at home.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how he started getting the ball rolling. And I guess he just got too busy at a point that, and what was it? I want to say last summer, he posted that he was gonna put the company on sale.
Okay.
And me being, a big supporter of the company,
Western Rim.
I purchased, all these products in the past. I really had a soft spot for the company, and I say, is there something that you can do? And he said, yeah, I'm just trying to sell the company, and that's how we went about. And I took over September of last year.
Okay, I thought you were collaborating with the original owner. You just took over.
Correct. I took over, but he actually wanted to stay behind to do all my artwork.
Okay.
So all the artwork that you see and all the bottles, that's his work. And
And Western Rim has a quick question for you. He said he's interested in trying your tobacco scent. Wants to know if it's a
okay.
heavy, spicy scent or is it more smooth?
It's a very smooth one. It's more like a tobacco leaf. Um, I'm assuming he's talking about this one. I actually had it handy here. Tobacco Dreaming.
I would assume so. I've looked over your site.
So
That's
yeah, if he's talking about this one is more like a fresh
then.
tobacco scent. You get more of the tobacco leaf forward, followed by the Cuban cigar, the sweet tobacco, with smoked vanilla and smoked leather like right at the end, just to round up the set.
It sounds good. And Gary says, I still need to try Voodoo Menscraft. I'm a huge barbershop fan, and I've heard good things about Mr. Dapper.
Yeah, Mr. Dapper has been a good one. I'm a barbershop fan, so I've had to do something with the barbershop.
Yeah, I was really tempted to try the barbershop, but I don't appreciate barbershops in the summer as much as I do in the spring, fall, and winter.
Mm-hmm.
So I held off for now. And Ellie says she's not a barbershop fan, but she loves Mr. Dapper. So I was completely misinformed. I thought you were partners, but you actually took
Correct.
over.
Yeah. So yes, I took over pretty much everything, but he just wanted to stay behind, behind the curtains, I will say, just to do the artwork. He really enjoys doing all the artwork, the website design. Here and there, he will answer some customer service, questions when he's, overnight, I will say. So he does help me a lot.
Okay.
And I just want to make that, I just want to let everybody know that all the artwork he does it, and the website, he does it too. So
Cool. And Ryan J. Bearded says Mr. Dapper is so good.
yeah.
Now, was it a tough decision going from the standard oils to an emu blend?
For me, it was not. That was one of the goals that I had in mind when I took over, was to change the blend. And going forward, I didn't want to do more of the drop ship. I wanted to do everything at home. And I started just from all the companies that I used, I selected a blend that works well for me, and that I knew there was fast absorbing oils, with the exception of avocado oil. But it's something that it worked really well for me. So I was hoping it did the same for everybody, and it has been pretty good so far.
And Gary wants to know if there are any 4th of July sales coming up.
I might have something over the weekend with the I would say maybe with the soaps. But as for now, I have all the ambassadors code active, 15% off at all times.
Okay.
But I might do something over the weekend.
Gotcha.
Starting tomorrow, of course.
What are some of the codes, just for people
Anybody
listening?
can use Vaughn 15, Ryan 15, Brian 15, Johnny 15.
Okay.
Any of those codes will save you 15%. And if I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry.
Hey, Kentucky.
Hey, Drew, how are you?
And Ellie says, Voodoo is so worth getting. Every scent I've gotten is exquisitely blended and just amazing. And the soap is awesome, too.
Oh, thank you so much, Ellie.
Hi, David.
I appreciate it.
And
oh, yes,
David,
I did see it come through. Yes, I just saw it popped it in on the phone.
I was wondering, at one point, were the sample boxes sold out?
No. I just it just started. I just put them out today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's brand new. Before, I had sample packs, which was only 3 oils.
Yep.
But I just wanted to do something else, so I'm actually going to show it to you.
So, and who else have we got in here? Yes,
all right, so this is what I have. This is what I have going on with the sample pack. Now it comes with 2 of these.
Okay.
10 ml bottles. You pick your scent. I will label them for you, and then it comes with a 1 ounce wash.
Ooh.
And a 1 ounce beard conditioner. And of course, it comes with 1 ounce of the Void beard butter, which I don't have it here with me, but
in fact, I love sample packs, especially when they're 10 milliliter. A problem I have is I have oils I love that I just don't finish.
And it will come with 1 ounce beard butter as well. So again, you get it 10 ml, the beard wash and the conditioner, and then you get the butter as well.
And is that in the scent of the month? I'm looking at your site now.
Yes, that will be on the beer box section.
Okay. Now, can this be ordered in any of your other scents, or it's always the scent of the month?
Yeah, all you do is just pick any scent that you want.
Okay,
in the main catalog.
Great.
Yes.
Now I'm not sure who the wizard is, but Russ must be the wizard. Ellie, now you can see the comments when I put them up on the screen, correct?
I can, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
I try to hit them all. Now, are you ever going to consider going to 2 blends, a standard blend and an emu blend, or is that, you're happy with the emu and that's where you're going to live?
That's a good question. I'm actually happy with the blend, but I always do custom. So if anybody is, very inclining of not liking emu at all, I am more than welcome to do a custom, without the emu. It's doable always.
In fact, I hadn't noticed the customs. I'm looking in shop. Where would someone go to order a custom?
So you go to the main, when you go to the main page, you go to, I believe, to the oil section.
Create your own.
Create your own. I'm sorry. Create your own. And then you have 2 tiers, which is the silver and the gold.
Okay.
And
you know what? I did look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you happen to love your scent, we put it on the site. So if you go to the other section that says community creations, that's what, everybody has created their own scent.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah. Because I do reviews, I try to stick to the main line.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
But I do remember seeing a number that sounded pretty awesome.
Yeah. There's some killer scents in there that people can really enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I had a totally different picture of who you were because I heard the blue shirt bearded was your name. And I went looking on YouTube and saw some guy that, so when you came on the screen, I was like, wow, he's changed. But Gary's looking through your website now, and he is happy with the scents he's seeing.
Thank you. Yes, just we're trying.
Now, did you come up with seasonals as well, or?
Correct. Yes. So right now I have 3 summer seasonals, which is Run and Spirit, the newest one, which is Cyberpunk, and then Space Hops, which be through the entire summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Freedom for the 4th of July. I did see the email for that one.
Yeah, Freedom. Yes, that's like a citrusy cologne that I'm having for the 4th of July. Now, I wanted to stay away from the gunpowder, the leather scents that I've seen a lot of companies bring, which is it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to do something different, something that will remind me to be at home on the 4th of July with the family. So I chose something citrusy with the kick of a cologne in the background. So that's what this is, which is orange. I know people get discouraged with the chili pepper, but that one is just in the background with the orange. It's like a sweet, spicy, and then the pink grapefruit just gives it the zesty scent, and then the blue of the Chanel in the background is just a cologne kick.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at it, and for some reason, chili pepper never scares me. I'm not the biggest fan of spicy scents, but chili pepper to me is not. It's different,
It's not intimidating for you.
No, not at all, not at all. In fact, I don't believe that was available when I ordered, but I did check out. I've checked out the site a few times since then, and that one did strike my curiosity. I love citrus colognes. That's my my thing.
You're gonna love this one then. Yeah.
And I do get it whenever I see something like Blue de Chanel. I have no idea. So just help out people listening. What would that cologne scent be like?
It's a citrusy cologne. So I believe it has notes of lime and bergamot and stuff like that makes up the scent. So that's why I combined it with the orange and the pink grapefruits, because I wanted to have like a citrusy cologne, and it just pairs really well. So
yeah, I've got to say citrus colognes are my favorite.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to enjoy it then.
And I definitely love the 1 ounce size of butter. I don't buy a lot of butters. I usually don't review butters, and I still have more, enough butter to probably last me the next 5 years. Just that's accumulated. So getting a 1 ounce butter to me is wonderful.
Yes, that's something else I wanted to do. Just from experience, I've had tubs of 4 ounces sitting in the shelf for years, and never used. So I kind of want to do something, I wanted to do something smaller that people can enjoy and say, hey, I actually finished the butter. And yes, I've had a question or remarks of how expensive the butter is. But again, the butters have emu oil in it.
Yeah.
That's number one, because it's priced, at that range. And number two, I believe I wrote this in your channel, because I don't get shea butter in bulk. I only get 14 ounces at a time, so it's a little bit more expensive doing it that way than buying 100 ounces of shea butter. So,
and I would imagine the packaging cost is pretty close
correct.
To the same and all that. So, Yeah. And that did occur to me. And Erock wanted to know where the name Voodoo Menscraft came from. And it came from the original owner, correct?
Correct. That was all Jeremy. I guess he wanted to do the company with the scent of the voodoo mythology, I guess. And then from then it kind of evolved into, with his art, pretty much. So at first, there was a lot of voodoo mythology characters on the scent profiles. But then again, everything just shifted when I took over, and all he wanted to do was to share his art.
Okay.
And
which is great for him. He gets to do the part of it he really enjoyed.
He really enjoys it, correct? Yes.
And you get to do the part that you really love.
That is correct. I just, I really enjoyed just, the making of everything, from the oils to the butters to the soaps. I just really enjoy it.
And Ryan has a nice comment for you. I have yet to receive a scent I didn't like from Alex, and I have them all. He's a magician when it comes to making scent profiles.
Oh, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate you, man.
It's something I've wondered too with other, what a lot of people call the two main bird juice companies, going the ostrich route as opposed to emu. I would think that sort of helps you for us emu lovers. Personally, I've always, and I know people are going to say you can't tell the difference, but I've always felt like I could tell a slight difference, that the emu is ever so slightly thicker. And for me, the ostrich might make it a tad softer, but what you give up with that full-bodied effect I get from the emu, I'd rather have the emu. The companies that have switched from ostrich to emu, I preferred it the other way. And I would think that kind of helps you, that they've kind of cleared the field a little bit for you and gotten out of it and left it for you. Hey, Mark.
Yes, and I tried both. I tried the ostrich and I tried emu. But I just really enjoy emu, and that's how I wanted my blend to be. And some people can say you can't really tell the difference, but when you try so many different products, you can.
Yeah, and it's always occurred to me maybe I can't. For example, the first company that really put emu kind of out there, I don't know if it's the difference in the new carrier blend, because he didn't just go from emu to ostrich. He went from emu and a bunch of stuff. But I've always just assumed it was the ostrich that I like just a little bit less. And we got Mark Brown in here.
Hey, Mark.
So anything new coming that you'd want to tell people about?
Yes, something is new in the works. I can actually, I can show you the bottle, actually. That's all I can give up right now.
Okay. Yeah. So you're not going to tell us anything else.
All right, so this is the bottle. Now, this scent is going to come out July 15th, and it will be on the main catalog. Unfortunately, the bottle is going to be only limited, but once we run out of the bottles, of course, I'm going to switch to the regular bottles.
Okay.
And put this scent on the main catalog. What I can say is that's going to be a fun scent.
Okay.
Now, I'm not a fan of like fruity scents. Like when it comes to like fruit scents, sweet scents, and like cake batter and ice cream, I'm just not a fan. And I kind of wanted to do something that
Daniel,
I will enjoy.
Okay.
And this one it's right there.
And looking at your website, am I out of my mind? Was there a dropper top on the oil I got?
Not in the one you have. So these bottles will have the restrictor.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if I was trying to remember putting it in my beard and which way I was doing it.
Gotcha. And these will have the, the dropper.
Maybe that's what got me. I was surprised to see a dropper, and I all of a sudden, I don't have the bottle in front of me, so I couldn't remember which way it was going. Now, what made you go with the restrictor over the dropper?
Well, originally I had a frosted bottle.
Okay.
And it was going to be a dropper. But unfortunately, the dropper was too thin. And, emu being thick, I will have a hard time, getting the dropper into the palm of my hand, the oil. And I just didn't like that. I'm like, a lot of people are gonna see this, and I didn't want anybody to be like, hey, can you send me a different dropper? So I say, you know what, I'm just gonna go with I just went with the bottle only, without even the restrictor.
Hi, Anthony. Yeah, and I've got to say too, I've noticed when I have dropper tops with the bird juice oils, sometimes it'll get clumpy in the air, and
Right,
it'll leave
right.
it with, almost look like little stains of the
Exactly.
emu. So,
yep. So I am using the dropper for these, but you can see it's a little different.
Okay. Yep.
And again, they're just limited. They're very cool bottles. They're very heavy, a little bit more expensive than the other ones. But it fits the theme of the scent. That's
What's coming. Yeah,
right.
Gary says that bottle is sharp, and he wants that bottle. Now, how long before this happens?
That will be July 15th.
July 15th.
But
oh,
hey,
so right around the
Gary,
corner.
if you enjoy, the bottles, I have Freedom already on site. I only have a few more of these, so you better be quick.
Okay. Now, Freedom, that is all dropper top or mix and match?
This is just,
okay, because I'm looking on the site and it looks like a restrictor bottle.
Yeah, the picture will be a restrictor top. Yeah.
Okay, but it comes in a dropper.
We couldn't make the same bottle into the graphics and the computer graphics.
Gotcha. And who else do we have in here?
Oh, is it Daniel? What's up, Daniel?
Now, yeah, when you said that was coming up, I didn't expect you to say 2 weeks from now. And so will you be doing some sort of drop with somebody? Tell us, is there...
Yes, we have collaborations since with the ambassadors as for now. We're going to be doing, everything with their labels and such. And actually, a few might be a new scent from each one. If not, it'll be, if you look at the website, there's a section that says Ambassadors Shack.
Okay.
Those are the scents that I have made with the ambassadors, and maybe those will turn into the collaboration scents.
I guess I was wondering if maybe you were doing like a live stream launch with one of your ambassadors that you could tell us about.
Oh, got you. Not at the moment. No, I don't have any plans of doing lives. Maybe I might do a live on my Instagram with the drop of this scent.
Okay. And I think you just answered Nicholas's question. Is that bottle purple? Looks purple to me.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's like a purple tint going on the top, and then it clears into the bottom.
And Russ says there are only 10 likes. Is that current? I never pay attention to that. I think with StreamYard, you can't see it anyway. Yes, those bottles are sick, Anthony.
Hey, Yvonne.
And what's Anthony talking about here? Tonsorium.
Tonsorium, it's a barbershop scent I made with him.
Oh, so that would be under the
Ambassador Shack.
Ambassador Shack. Got it. Might as well look it up and see what he's talking about. Unless you want to tell us what's in it. Bergamot, bay rum, barbershop, sweet tobacco, amber, teakwood, cedar, and vetiver. Wow. So you've got two barbershops.
Yeah, so it was tough. I wanted to bring Tonsorium into the main lineup, but I honestly wanted to leave it as in a collaboration with Vaughn, because I don't want to take so much of the spotlight just for being on the main lineup, but just to bring him into the site as well, because these are my ambassadors and the people that have worked for me from day one.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to have it as a separately entity instead of just have it on the main catalog.
The ambassador scents, are those pretty much permanent?
Yes.
Okay. How about the I forget, you mentioned the community creations. Do those
Mhm.
peel off over time based on sales or?
Correct. Yes. A few of them, they haven't sold any. We might rotate them for maybe the season, as as it gets colder or hotter. People enjoy different scents, so I might rotate those as well. So whenever
Okay.
somebody creates a tropical scent, I bring it just for the summer, and when somebody brings something for the winter, I might rotate and vice versa.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
So, and what does Alex? You need to do a collab with Ken and call it the Reverse Skunk. I'm sure people are going to be dying to smell the Reverse Skunk.
Oh man, that's a great name, and I just got that while you said that.
Yeah, E-Rock is a advertising genius. I for some reason I don't think I have much imagination when it comes to coming up with scents. I had someone ask me to come up with a scent, and and they were going to have it made for me through another company, and I came up with something very weak, like two different scents just combined.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand. It could be tough sometimes. Yeah.
I think unless you're, at least for me, unless I had the scents and I was mixing them and gauging, what worked with what, the idea, I buy customs from time to time, and usually it'll be a scent that's offered modified,
Yeah.
if you've got cinnamon in something, I want that scent without the cinnamon,
Yeah. It's tough. I had to study some of the what scents pairs well with woodsy scents, what other scents pair with floral and citrusy. So it's definitely I will say a science behind it. To kind of pair.
Yeah.
But once you get to know a lot of different fragrances, you get a hang of it and say, oh, this will be good with this one,
Yep.
and
Yep. In Nicholas C. just asked when the purple bottle is going to be available, and you had said July 15th, correct?
that is correct. Yes.
July 15th, Nicholas. And D'Antoni, wants everyone to try Cyberpunk. And I don't remember what that was, but let me take a look.
That one is another cologne type of scent, which is fierce cologne. It has Egyptian amber, and it has suede and tobacco.
And how would you describe that one?
This one is, oh man, it's really hard to explain. It's like it's cologne forward, but it's got
Okay.
like this dark, like this suede and tobacco gives it this like this dark feel to it, and the Egyptian amber just binds. It's in the middle to bind like the sweetness. It's just a very good scent. I was actually impressed how that came about.
Yep. And Mark Brown wants to know if I have a tie in it. Yes, I have a little clip. As it's getting longer, I need a trim, but I'm not willing to trim it because I want it to get longer, and I'm not patient. So if I head out, generally I'm wearing one of these because otherwise my beard looks horrible. And that threw me. And Russ says I can't create a scent, but I can break them down. I don't know about that. I do my best. I think that about the most creative I get is mixing and matching different scents.
Like from bottle to bottle, or
Bottle to bottle. 2/3 of this and 1/3 of that. And what else we got? Derek Berthelot.
Hey, Derek, how are you?
You here? Derek. And David Brown says he still like to find a scent profile of blackberry, vanilla, tobacco, in leather or bourbon.
And bourbon. I actually have all those scents. The only my only concern is always blackberry. I do have a fresh blackberry scent, but I don't know. For me, it's just very synthetic. I will say it doesn't bring like for example, Lazy Bones. I have a fragrance that is fresh strawberries.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, one or two have said that they kind of smell this. It's a fragrance. Of course, it's going to be synthetic, but
Yep.
there's other scents that have this, freshness to it that you could definitely say, wow, it smells like strawberries. But when it comes to blackberry, it's kind of hard. I do have them. If you ever want to make a custom, I'm more than welcome to. But that's just me personally. The blackberry can come out to me like a very syrupy, I guess. And
Okay, you're saying the blackberries you found, you're not really that
yeah,
happy with.
yes, I'm not really happy with them. Yeah.
And yeah, David, that if you're looking for a scent profile, don't wait for someone to come up with it. Order a custom.
Correct. Yes.
And Erox says colognes are the way to go. And
oh, thanks, Ellie.
Yeah, in fact, Corleone did. I've heard so many good things about it. I was interested in that, and I don't remember what's in it.
It's all dark scent. It's got tobacco oud. It's got
patchouli.
I think Ellie has the like the OG one. This scent was revamped from I want to say like 2 months ago. So this one is it's dark and it's cologne forward.
It's dark and cologne forward.
Cologne forward, yes.
You know what? Looking at it, I mean, I would think the grapefruit helps reverse that a little.
Correct. Yes. It just gives it like this, cologne freshness vibe to it.
Yeah, and when I looked at that, I love patchouli, not by itself, but with.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of patchouli, but this one is a fragrance that it's patchouli and cedar, which is like kind of sweet patchouli. It's really good.
Yeah, and when I say I love patchouli, I don't love it on its own, but as an ingredient. Right. Patchouli is the stinky deadhead smell, right?
Yeah, I don't like it either.
sorry, you stinky deadheads. It's no insult intended. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Eldemir, I'm starting to have a lot of problems. Seatbelts, working on things and the beard getting tangled in things. And I'm just going to catch up a little bit here and see if there are any.
Leon is fire.
Yeah, Eldemir turned it into a scarf.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yes, she does. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If I were to order everything I want, I would probably have hundreds of bottles of oil. And it's not so much the money, is just the waste. The idea of having bottles rot on my shelf. And it's not so easy to give bottles of oil away to people. Anyone you give it to, they feel bad and want to give you stuff back. So it's kind of, and just the shipping, you make a gift of something. And the other week I sent out 3 packages and it was like $25 to, send stuff out. So it is expensive.
It can be expensive, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, is there a point on your site where if you buy so much, the shipping?
Correct. So if you buy $70,
okay,
it's free shipping.
I was kind of afraid to ask that question in case the answer is no. It doesn't. I couldn't remember exactly, and I didn't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, so for US only, of course, it's 70 or more, you get free shipping. But unfortunately for UK or, international, it's definitely, it's always shipping cost.
Now, so you've been in business now, you said September of
2021.
Okay, so you're moving towards your first full year.
Yes.
And so now, and in that time, how much of it was the old standard blend that you had, and how long has it been that you switched to?
I switched over EMU. I think I started on March. I want to say March. If not, it was mid-February.
Okay. All right. So recent, very recent.
Yes, and that's why I made the first the first one being Lazy Bones. It was getting towards the spring and summer,
Okay.
so that's why I wanted to bring something tropical as my first scent.
Yeah. And what did you have a lot of stock left over when you made the switch? Was there a point at which you could have purchased both, or?
Yeah, I did end up with a lot of everything went 50% off of the old blend for a good month, and I still had tons of the labels. Um, Nothing I would say made, because that was the warehouse that will make them on the spot. So basically, what I had to do was just pay over all the labels, all labels that I had. But yeah, there were tons.
Yeah. And so now everything, for some reason, I understand that before you took over, it was a drop ship company.
Yeah.
And I know some people have a problem with it.
Yep.
If the
Absolutely.
stuff is good, who cares? But at the same time, people like the idea of the way you do it,
Correct.
dealing with, that small batch producer that's making it himself.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
now, does this take an awful lot of time for you running this
Yeah.
company? Or
So now I do it full time. Um, Before, I was gonna say before,
I love them labs.
I believe it was the beginning of the year, I started doing it full time. Because unfortunately, the pest control company I was working with, winter time, it's very, very slow. So I had more time to come up with ideas, and you've been attacked.
They saw their buddy come into the chat.
And yeah, I'm just doing this full time. I have the luxury to stay home because my wife, works as well. So um, I'm putting all the time and effort into the company.
Yep. And so far, are you thrilled with the choice? Or I know it's a tough
Absolutely.
time. Yeah.
Yes, I want to say, yeah, when it comes to running a business, you, of course, you have to know how to manage the your revenue with the money that you're putting into the ingredients, the materials that you need, the ads, etc. But I had years of experience doing. I was a manager for Starbucks for 10 years,
Okay.
so I had a feel of business management and inventory and etc. So I always I always wanted to have my own company. Like I dreamt about having my own coffee shop at once,
Uh-huh.
and it just everything just fell, I guess, into place when it came to owning the company. And it's been really fun. I've been very happy with all the work that I've put into the company. When it comes to the scent profiles and such, it's very rewarding doing it that way.
I'll tell you, the best choice I ever made was to go out on my own and start my own business. I absolutely love
Absolutely,
it.
yeah, yeah,
If I was working 9 to 5, I probably wouldn't have time for even this.
exactly.
Yeah, it's very liberating. Almost kind of scary, but not really. I know when I did it, I I wasn't making enough money to survive, and I bit
Yeah,
into savings for a couple of years, and then it turned around, and it's been 7 years now, and I'm thrilled. Best decision
wow,
I ever made.
absolutely, yep.
And I'm not sure what's going on in the chat. They've been, I see 17, 18, 19. Iraq did 20. And In Love Them Labs was talking about us. Yes, just do it. It was kind of like walking off a cliff. It's like, the hell with it, I'm doing it. I figured,
Yeah,
what's the worst that can happen? I have to sell my house.
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, so that's what that's the decision I made too, because with the company that I was in, I was just getting overworked. I was doing pretty much everything in the when it comes to pest control, wildlife, and working with 40-foot ladders on my own. I had no help, bringing that ladder in up and stuff. working on, really hot conditions in attics for, 30 to 45 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm like, this can be it. You know what I mean? Like,
and it sounds like you never had the dream. You had the dream of the coffee shop, beard oil company. No dream of a pest control company.
I did once. Yes. I'm still licensed. And when somebody calls me to do some sort of work, I go into the field and, I do pest control. But yes, I wouldn't do it on my own. I love what I do now. So
yeah. And Nicholas E wants to know if you do your website yourself.
The website that Jeremy, he does all the website.
Okay.
When it comes to pictures, that's my work. I put the pictures, like the real pictures, not the graphics that Jeremy creates. But when it comes to the ads for the scent profiles on the website and the website itself, it's Jeremy doing all that.
Yeah. I'm curious, do you do any sort of advertising? I've heard different owners talking about Facebook ads and things like that. I mean, I know things like what I do help a little bit, but before the summer slowdown, if I had a good video, it was getting like 120 views, which really I wouldn't think that has much impact on a company. And I'm thinking there's got to be a better way. And I've heard people talking about having success with Facebook ads.
I've heard a lot about that. I think I've done maybe I tried it twice, but honestly, I kind of want to grow organically, and just word of mouth. And I don't want to get caught up in just doing. I know it works. It really does. Marketing, and doing all those ads, it really definitely works. But it gets really expensive, and I don't know, with working with my ambassadors, and people actually pushing stuff on Instagram has helped tremendously.
Yeah. And Ellie is saying something about there's a smoke shop here that has a dual space. One half is a plain smoke shop, the other a cigar store and smoking lounge. Oh, and she's saying coffee shop with beard products. I don't know if those two go together. Do you ever do any trying to get into local barbershops? Or I know a lot of guys do the those fairs.
I've tried that. I tried that in the past. I tried, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 barbershops around the area, and we were actually working with a barbershop in down in California, and that was the only time that I tried doing barbershops. But I feel like around my hometown, around this area, there's not a lot of barbershops that do beards, I guess. And they don't know what to do with the oil and all that, so they have no idea.
Yeah, I found that barbers often don't really know much about beards. I actually one of my first videos when I first started, I was just starting to buy beard oils and went to this fancy beard place. It had like a mustache name of and they charged a lot of money to trim beards, and they had this oil that had like 5 silicones in it in 3 oils. It was really horrible. And so I actually even called them and said, by the way, do you know what you're selling? And they didn't seem too interested in hearing about it.
Of course.
Cow Bizzle, how's it going? Look at that beautiful dog. Cow Bizzle, why is your picture sideways? Just wondering.
That's Brian. It's actually another of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how many ambassadors do you have?
I have 5.
5? And are they Instagram people, YouTube people?
They're Instagram people, yes.
Oh, Instagram. Yeah, yep. I get the feeling people prefer Instagram, that it's got a wider reach than, for example, YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. I have both. I have Facebook and Instagram, and I've had more success with Instagram.
And Ellie, if you didn't like the first suggestion, has come up with another one: tattoo parlor / barber shop and coffee shop and skate shop.
Oh man. Yeah, you never know. I was actually thinking about
Oh, I
there's
guess
a
she's talking about places that actually do this: tattoo parlor, barber
oh
shop,
gotcha. Okay.
coffee, skate shop. Why not coffee shop, beard products?
Yeah, why not?
She's got your future mapped out for you. So yeah, I almost feel bad. I don't know anything about what's going on in Instagram. I've just never kind of quite understood the appeal of the platform.
Gotcha.
And maybe I've got it wrong. I think of it as you look at pictures and then you're done.
Right,
And
that's what I thought too. Yeah.
and I know I'm probably misinformed, but and I guess in the past, if you wanted to do actually a video, you had to do it in the stories.
Yeah.
And then it would disappear in 24 hours and be gone. So I never quite understood the appeal of looking at a bunch of pictures, but I would imagine it's more popular than YouTube, but
Yeah, you could say so. You can, I mean, you can do a lot of things now on Instagram. You can do lives, you can do reels, pretty much like TikTok. You can link your TikTok with Instagram. It's more than just the picture app like it was before when it started. So I've had a lot of success with Instagram.
really,
Yeah.
you really
Yep.
how do you track whether it's coming from there or as far as the source of your?
Yeah, so it's linked to my platform, which is Wix, and it breaks it down. Where's it coming from? It says Instagram, Facebook,
Okay.
other, and such, and like 85% is Instagram.
Okay, got it. Got it.
So yeah.
And Love Them Lab says keywords are your best friends when starting a business.
Yeah.
And who else have we got? Mark Brown liked the idea of a
the skateboard.
skateboard and surf shop. I've actually spent a good amount of time lately in skate shops. I've got one of those one wheels, and I'm an old guy, so my feet don't like, they're the first things to die. So I've been searching for the perfect sneaker that might help me from having my feet die within 5 minutes of being on the thing. And I'm just trying to catch it. E-Rock says he has no social media and people think he's weird. Well, E-Rock, you do have social media. You're well known on YouTube.
Hey, sometimes social media could be can be toxic for some people, so it's it's not weird at all.
And Ryan is mentioning that Tonsorium is fire.
It's a good one, yes.
And Gary says he's pumped to try Mr. Dapper.
Mr. Dapper?
Oh, it sounds like you pulled the trigger and bought it. And he said Zen Warrior.
Oh, thank you so much.
So relaxing. Looking forward to trying these out.
So Zen Warrior is actually, it's funny. It was my collaboration sent with Jeremy back 2 years ago. And I wanted to bring it back, and I did. And it came out really good.
And Corey from Weatherbeard said that he didn't know that you owned Voodoo Menscraft, that he had no idea.
Wow, really? That's not good, man. That's not good at all.
Gotta get the word out. In fact, when I was talking about someone that I remember during a live that Corey did, he was talking about using the Facebook ads and things like that. I believe it was him, and it sounded like he was having success with it. So,
gotcha.
Something to think about.
Definitely, yeah.
And Nicholas C. is mentioning that IG helps bring customers and business owners together. I do think of IG as more of a social environment than YouTube. As far as
yeah, like I see YouTube as a if you're a content creator, mainly, or when you have your your live streams, of course, But when it comes to, yes, Instagram is more social because you have family, you have friends, which you can do on YouTube as well. But they both work together really well.
Yeah. I mean, the only way I use IG is to post. If I've got a video coming out on YouTube, I post a picture of it on IG. I do get a kick out of the more natural feeling you get from Instagram. People don't prepare to do a live stream. They just do it,
Right. Yeah.
Time to roll, come in, come out. It's not the scheduled thing. It's just whenever you.
Correct.
In fact, Corey from Weatherbeard does them all the time. And in IG Guide, do you do any live streams just in the middle of your workday?
No, it's rare. I had kind of stay away from live streams, but I want to do it eventually when I bring new products. I really enjoy doing videos, but I want to do live streams so people can can enjoy like a new release or something like that. But yeah.
And it looks like you've got a co-host.
I got company now.
Yeah. Yeah. Your co-host is prettier than mine. And it looks like quieter.
She loves smelling all the scents that I make. Now,
does she have final word on whether it goes?
Yeah, when it comes to sweet scents, she actually really loves them. I actually just made her a chocolate butter, and she loves it.
Really? And when you mentioned that you didn't really like sweet scents, I was kind of surprised because I got the feeling that maybe the first one I tried is a sweet scent. So I'm.
You're talking about Lazy Bones?
Yeah.
So with that one, I kind of wanted to have the sweet tobacco forward to cut down a lot of the sweetness on the scent, and then bring the bay rum to give it sort of the spicy kick to it. And for me personally, it's not a sweet. I guess I would say it's a sweetness level that I can handle.
Okay, yeah. When I tried it, I thought, it absolutely needed the tobacco to really kind of balance it.
Correct.
But I thought of it as a very sweet scent,
Yeah, originally it was sweeter. It had a peach when I first made it, and I was just not happy with it. I'm like, this is way too sweet. So I took out the peach and left the mango and papaya on the background. And again, just the bay rum binding the scent with the strawberry and tobacco forward.
Yeah, in fact, I think I mentioned that the bay rum was the one thing. Like, I knew it must be in there doing something, but I didn't really, part of what I thought it was the tobacco I was experiencing was probably the bay rum too.
Yeah, right. The spiciness, you will definitely get that from the bay rum or tobacco.
Yeah, you're right, because it to me it seemed like a spicy tobacco, and it's not. It's tobacco and bay rum. So
yeah.
And I'm wondering if anyone has any questions because we're getting close to the end. And does anyone have any questions for Alex? Things that you'd like to know? In fact, Gary mentioned that he used your code for his order tonight.
Well, maybe one of the ambassadors.
I'm sorry.
I'm assuming maybe from one of the ambassadors, or
it must be one of the ones that you mentioned.
Gotcha.
Now
we get it packed up tonight.
And that code that you gave me, am I supposed to keep on using that, or was that a one-time thing?
The Carpe Diem is for a one-time use for new customers. So if you happen to have or made an order with an ambassador's code, you can DM me and say, hey, I didn't know about the code, and I will honor the code and give it to you.
Okay, Gary, you might want to do that if you're listening.
Yeah, just your next purchase, if you want to, just hit my DM and I'll just give you the code, or, it's Carpe Diem. So next time around, you can use that one.
And that's for first-time buyers. They can use
first-time buyers, and
for 20% off.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, Gary. I didn't know if that's something that, you just use once in a while or if it was available to everybody.
Yep, it's always available and it's in for new customers and it's one-time use.
Okay. And that's CARPEDIEM.
Yes, correct.
And Van says he has a code VAN15.
VAN15, yeah.
That's probably the one I'll use. Easy to remember. No, Gary, you said that if you direct message him.
Yeah, if you like the products that you will get, and if you want to put another order, you can use the code.
Okay. Even though he's already ordered.
Correct. Yeah. So if you have order with the ambassador's code, next time around you can use the code.
Excellent. And I've got to tell you, I love now. Do you like selling the samples, the 10 milliliter?
Do I what? I'm sorry.
Do you like selling those, or are they just to help get you out there?
I kind of want to. I'm glad that I'm going to say that I'm not selling them because people are actually buying, the 1 ounce oils. But this is the reason I changed things up. We're doing with the conditioner and the wash, because I feel like that's something that they wanted into the pack or box, having the ability to use a butter, and to use different scents, and then make a decision and see what you want to buy from there.
Now I guess I misunderstood. So the 10 milliliter samples just by themselves are no longer available. It's just the sample pack.
Correct. It's just the box now, which is 2 of the 10 ml, and then the washing conditioner. It's 1 ounce, by the way, and then 1 ounce unscented butter.
Yeah, I've always wondered that when I see that a company's got a nice sized sample, if they really want it promoted or if it's a pain for them. They're not making money on it, and they're just doing it to get. Because personally, I would buy 10 milliliters all the time, and just so I can use it all up instead of having a million bottles that are halfway finished. Yeah, because to me, in my family, the worst thing you could be called is a waster. Father worked hard to feed us all, and we'd tease each other if you didn't finish your food or whatever. Call each other wasters. And I still hate to just buy something, especially that I love, but I'm doing reviews, can't get to it, and
Yep.
And let me catch up on these. Yep, Cedric saw the sample pack. It does look pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a full box, and you guys will get to have the nice. This full box will change because we have it labeled as scent of the month, but it will definitely change, and it will have boxes in here that will say sample box, check mark, or if it is a soap box, and so on. So this is the old box, and it will be new, but you get this nice box.
Yep. And it's a good sample deal. You're getting 2/3 of an ounce of oil, an ounce of butter, and ounce of wash, ounce of conditioner. $25.
Yep.
And considering a lot of companies, when their full size is 4 ounces, for
and you're able to use any ambassador's code.
That's true. So we're talking actually
about
a little more than $20. Yeah.
Yep.
And the soap box for $24.99, I think it's a great deal too. So there's the regular sample box and then a soap box, which is different.
Correct. So we have the limited scent box that will come with an oil, butter, and soap. With the soap is free. Then we have the simple box that came out today, which is all the above that I showed you. And then we have the soap box, which is all the soaps that we have for the season.
And I apologize if he says things, and I'm kind of splitting my attention, to the comments too.
No worries at all.
So anything, we're at 59 minutes. There's a couple of live streams that come on after me, so I try and, cut it out, when we get to the hour mark, to not trample over somebody else's time slot. And Van says, and toss in a soap. Is there anything that you want to tell people about? I know we already talked about Freedom that's coming out on the 15th of July.
No, Freedom is out.
Oh, Freedom is out.
Freedom is out until.
I'm sorry. It's the one that you won't tell us what it is.
Right. But, the purple one.
Yep.
Will be coming July 15th. she's about to give it away, but yes, it will come out the July 15th. But Freedom, it's already out.
Okay.
And it will be available until, I want to say, July 6th. But these bottles, I only have a handful. So once we run out of these bottles, the other ones will come around, but until July 6th.
So Freedom is going to pull off the site a week before
correct
the purple one comes on.
That is correct.
And you did give us a little hint about the purple one. You said it's going to be bright and refreshing or something like that.
I said that I'm not into sweet scents, but this one is in that realm.
And it's your daughter's favorite.
She likes it, yeah.
Okay. All right, folks. I appreciate everyone coming in. I hate ending it when we've got 19 people in, but got to respect the other live streams. It's the right thing.
Thank you so much for everybody who joined.
And thank you, Alex, for coming on. You know, it's no fun doing these alone. Or it's fun, but it's a little more difficult.
Oh, but absolutely, yeah.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you to everyone that came in. And I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And let me hit that.